by Guillaume Azoulay. He is the youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre, otherwise known as the Bibliothèque Nationale. Got all kinds of stuff. And I'll tell you what, I have Jake LaMotta. The boxer, I got checks signed by Jake LaMotta. But I want to start where Wilson, I believe I was the model for this. Right there. I remember when I had black hair, I might have done that. Come in close on that. Ashley, do you know anything about this artist? Because this was an official postage stamp. A U.S. alley-oop. And that tells you all about the artist and the drawing. Number 80. And that S right there means that came from S2 Galleries, which is Jack Salmon Jr.'s gallery. Jack died about 12 or 15 years ago. He was the brains behind Circle Fine Art. And that is, let me just tell you this, Patty. If you ever get a dinosaur like that, feed him at the right time every day. Now, yeah, you can't be like an hour late in the morning or a half an hour early at night. Juliet, it takes a lot. And I don't know if you look how buff I was. I modeled for this. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it was a fun gig. When I got this, because this is an official postage stamp, that was the image they used for it. There's all the details about it. People were throwing around $800 and $900 comps on this. What is the item number on this?
2670.
2670. And yeah, it was like a $750 comp. Wilson, did you ever go to like, what is that, ComCon? Where is that where they have all the,
Comic Con or something like that.
what is it?
Comic Con. Hamlet.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, that one.
I think this would be a big item. Patty,
Yes, sir.
this would be a big item.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And we're going to pull up the graphics here because this is my first item of the night. I have some original Michael Schofield's, got some beautiful coins, gold coins. I have some Rubenskaya. Oh, we'll let him take the time, you know, I mean. I'm just, I got to get back in shape like that, Wilson. You know, it's called alley-oop. That was an official United States postage stamp. 1991?
Or 93?
I don't remember. I was so busy modeling back then. No, all right, here we go. Tell you what I'm going to do.
What are you going to do?
Well, it's got a list of 750 or 920. It was a lot, a list of 720 because of the backstory in this particular stamp. Yeah, retail, let's split in the middle, Matt. Put it down at $845 list price. Now, this internet-only part of the show has not been kind to me. It's beaten me every time, Juliet. It beats me more than you ever beat on Romeo. And they haven't found him yet either, have they? No. Ashley, did you ever witness Juliet beating on Romeo?
Reading?
Beating.
Loving.
Oh, don't change it like that. You see how scared she gets?
Like this.
Oh, I don't think so. But anyway, retail about $845. Watch this. Start at 0. $35 increments. Because right now, I'm on the internet only. In 56 minutes, 54 minutes, I get Dish Network. So if you are watching me on the internet and you want to get Alley-Oop, a U.S. postage stamp, the story behind it, and the artwork they used to make the stamp, that people value at $845 at Comic-Con, you could own this for $35. I don't want anybody to get hurt running to the phones, Wilson, because you can slip, you can fall. So you're pretty much out of the woods now. The rehab has worked. Good for you. Now, I'm just curious, was it harder this time to rehab off of heroin than it was alcohol 4 years ago? Which was the hardest? Heroin. The heroin? All right. Just curious. I don't learn all this, Juliet. I don't travel in the same circles as you. I don't know which one is harder to get off of. What's the most illicit drugs you've ever took, Juliet? Cocaine? What are you telling me? What the heck's going on here?
Mine is caffeine. It's the hardest thing to get off of.
Caffeine.
Yes, sir.
Well, we have a whopping 0 bid. And I'm even going to ship it to you for free. One bid of $35 could get this. And, Wilson, if you can read show them the stamp or show them anything. 0. Going once. Tells you all about the creator and why the U.S. Post Office decided to make this a stamp. 0. Going twice. Ay, 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 ay. No open once, twice. I'll tell you what. I'm going to move along. Camera 2. I hope some of you in 1980, some of the greatest movies ever made with Robert De Niro, it was called The Raging Bull. It was about boxer Jake LaMotta and how he messed up a lot of the best things that ever happened to him. He was insanely jealous over... We have $35. We will go back to Alley-Oop. Thank you. Who opened that? Cassie? Did he say, was the name? Oh. All right, $35 looking for 70. $35. Going once. This is going to be a deal of the early portion of the night. $35 going twice. Fair and final warning. All in, all said, sold. Now, folks, in 1980, Raging Bull, starring Jake LaMotta, starring Robert De Niro, the story of boxer Jake LaMotta, who only died a few years ago, and the struggles he had. He had struggles. He was very jealous of anybody that looked at his wife. He was one of the toughest people on the planet, and he beat Sugar Ray. He fought Sugar Ray a couple times. He lost to Joe Louis, but Joe Louis said toughest fighter he ever fought. I have right here, and I am going to make. Let me count how many I have. 1, 2. Who is this? This is made out to Arnold Schwartz. 2. Here's another one made out to Arnold Schwartz. That's 3. Here's one made to American Society of something for $90. March 5th, 1956. Here is Jake LaMotta right here for $126 to Bud Langston. Here is another one right here made out to Mr. Schwartz again. Here is one made out to some kind of Nicholas something. I will show you a little closer here. Like right here. This was for $66. Now, Wilson, at the bottom, Jake LaMotta signed the check. This was Jake LaMotta's bar, his club. He would entertain there. And you can see all the stamps of a 1957 bank as this check for $66.85 to Wade something company on March 6, 1957. I have, what did I say, 8 of these, Ashley? Here's another one. And I want to show you what other people charge for these, because I don't want to get Jack mad, all right? Jack owns the network, but this first hour without Dish or DirecTV, it's dead man walking time. It is. You ever see that? Dead man walking? Yeah. This is just, Austin Nichols and Company. As we made this check out, you got everything. You got counter marks. You got every one of them has Jake LaMotta's signature. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I got a couple pink checks. 1956. Jake LaMotta, Inc. Miami Beach, Florida. That's what I got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 of them. Here's Jake LaMotta, Sky Bright, Inc. And all of them are hand signed by Jake LaMotta. I wouldn't surprise me if he made a few of them out himself, but they're all signed by Jake LaMotta. Now, just so you know, here is the Raging Bull LaMotta, Jake LaMotta Inc., just like my checks. What do they want for that, Wilson? $252. Here is, well, that's not signed, so you can't count that. Here's a couple more. Jake LaMotta. There's another $252. Now, Ashley, because you can just put this in an envelope and put a stamp on it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't. Should you? Do we register it, or how do you do? How would you do it, Ashley? Would you send it with in a box where they got to sign for it? All right. So, folks, any Jake LaMotta check. I want to sell out. Now, I've sold these for $300. I auctioned some off that went for $400. About 3 weeks ago, I got a little crazy. I sold them for, what did I sell them to? Lower them down to $210 or $199. Anybody wants a hand-signed Jake LaMotta check? Are you ready for this, Ashley? $49. $49. And he was one of the toughest boxers to ever box. When he came up, you know, when Jake LaMotta won the Academy Award for the Raging Bull, Jake LaMotta, Robert De Niro said, "I'd like to thank Jake LaMotta, and I'd also like to thank Tommy LaMotta, who is currently suing us." Joey. It was Joey LaMotta, Jake LaMotta's brother. Folks, if you can find hand-signed checks that most people get $300, $400, $500 for, that's not going to stay, Chappell. $49 a check, Wilson. What's the item number? 26. 23. Well, I gotta straighten this out. It is not easy to stack paper checks, Wilson. And it has been a long time since I spent a night in a Holiday Inn Express, so I'm not doing that good of a job. This looks like this will fit on top of this one. Nah, I'm not going to take the chance. At $49, Jake LaMotta, one of the toughest, most feared boxers of all time. They are $800, $900 anywhere else. And on my 1 hour where I don't have DirecTV or Dish, I lowered them all the way down to $49. Matt, you can tell how many people are watching me live streaming. Is the number positive or negative? Could I have negative viewership, Wilson? Is that possible to have negative viewership? Well, let's think about that. Now, if you had a DeLorean like Michael J. Fox, never mind. Let's tell you what. Have I sold any of these yet? Camera 2, watch this, Ashley. I got 9. Here's what I'm going to do. I just want to see if anybody's paying attention. I sold something I paid a lot more for like one bid of $35 or something. On these, don't lower it from 49. Make it 44, 43, 42. What are the item number? 40, $39, $38. That is hand signed, written by the late Jake LaMotta. $35. Let me see if my phone's smart. When did boxer Jake LaMotta die?
Jake LaMotta died September 19th, 2017 at age 95 in Miami.
95. 34. 33. 32. Actually, I'm seeing ads here for $300, $400, $500. 31. $30, Ashley. I'm not going to let this first hour beat me. It kind of already is. Anybody out there in this world, free or unfree world, think you can buy a Jake LaMotta hand-signed check from his Skylight Lounge or Jake LaMotta Inc. for $29 anywhere? You know, Patty, I would get these framed up, take them to sports shows, $28 each. I'm going to lower it till they're all gone. That is the Jake LaMotta. It's funny because he finally came to peace in a Miami jail. Once he was arrested for giving alcohol to somebody under the age, and he was just pounding the wall of that jail. He's breaking his fingers, just $27. 26. We should make this like The Intern. Watch these people. Whoever gets these, put them online. You're going to get so much more than $26. $25, Ashley. And now I'm stopping there. I mean, this is crazy. What did I do wrong, Wilson? Why? Jake LaMotta. Joe Louis even said he was the toughest guy he had fought. All right. I am going to take this down. I'm going to give it a 20-second clock. 20 seconds for $25 each. And Ashley, can you make a note to self that you'll give me after the show? Get out of the Jake LaMotta check business. I'm not going to buy anything. No, then again, I bought these 4 years ago. All right, folks. This is off the table. Okay. I want to show you something. E.M. Sachs is a pretty famous pop artist. He just sold a piece for $10,200. What's the name of the place? It's right around here.
What's it called,
Julian's.
Julian, yeah.
Yeah, Julian's Auction House. Here is E.M. Sachs. It's a polymorph original. Here is a certificate of authenticity, unique hand-painted, three-dimensional polymorph. Year done 2022. It's got a hologram by his signature. Take a look at that. You got all the bells and whistles. Did your bike, Juliet, when they bought you a bike, did it have a bell?
Does my bike have a bell?
Yeah.
My bike has
All right. You know why cows have bells around their neck? Because their horns don't work. And I stole that joke from like Rocky or something, but this is Mick Jagger. Look at this. You see 4 different images in the polymorph of Mick Jagger, then it becomes one of Mick. Is it Mr. Jagger, or do we know him well enough to call him Mick? I never met him, but I did have his phone for a day. Look at this. Now, show him how brilliant Mick is when the polymorph takes 4 into 1. There he is. You know what he's saying right there with you, Ashley? I can't get any satisfaction. No matter how hard I try. There is Mick Jagger, the Rolling Stones. That is a unique original. One of E.M. Sachs's piece at Julian's auction house, 2657 in Hollywood, brought 10,200. That's U.S. Who you waving at? Oh. Hi, little sister.
Barry says hi.
Hi. Oh. Ashley's trying to get better insurance on her house. Any insurance, yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. You got a very expensive Zach's. I mean, I don't even know. This is stunning, especially a polymorph that changes pictures. Hey, Ashley. This is a one of a kind, just like the one at Julian's, and Zach's did Mick Jagger right there. Sold for $10,200. Here's what I'm going to do. If you like Zach's, here's what I'm going to do. $700 to open, $100 increments after we get the open. A unique original polymorph by E.M. Sachs, who is becoming just a major ascent in pop art, graffiti art.
My older sister Amy says hi as well.
Who does?
Amy. She's watching.
Amy. Amy. This first hour hates me, Wilson. Jack handles it. Jack is more debonair when he only has the internet. Is that a fair statement, Matt? Does your dad, is he more debonair, more Fred Astaire-ish? Where I am more Boris Karloff. Okay, no open on this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I got some amazing gold coins. But before I get to that, Ashley, can you take care of Mick for a little bit? He's a very handsy person, so be careful.
Come on, all of you.
No, I mean, you know.
I did get my roots like jagged.
Folks. Ugh. Yes. I'm not a tough mudder like you, but Are you still doing that? Running up hills in the mud? This is Nastya Rubenskaya. She is one of the most famous Russian graffiti artists in the country. She was born in St. Petersburg. Her works, when she does paint on walls and stuff, they actually take the wall out, Wilson. Framed the wall up, said this was an original Rubenskaya. And just to show you, like here, they translated this here. Marilyn Monroe, $7,480. The Champ, I have one, a unique mixed media, $7,480. Rubenskaya, I even got something on my phone because it was on Art Brokerage and it was just so amazing. Give me 1 second. It's like a full... Art Brokerage is one of the larger resale companies for artists, and there it is. Come on, that's not it. 2642. Well, I know because I sent it to Ashley. So if I go to my sent column, there it is. They have Rubenskaya on Art Brokerage, and they just pop right up at you. And they are talking about how she is must buy, and to get Mickey and Minnie Mouse done by Rubenskaya. I mean, there are galleries that get $12,000 and $14,000 for this. She's that famous. Have you ever come across Rubenskaya? No? Just making sure. I'm kind of checking that your rehab's doing well. All right? And we're proud of you, Wilson. Did they give you any medication, or did you quit heroin cold turkey? Really? I didn't know that was possible. Juliet, do you know a lot of people that have quit a heroin addiction just cold turkey?
I know nothing about that.
Don't play so naive with me. He's going, I know nothing about that. Tell you what, anyway, this is one of the cutest Rubenskayas. You got a $12,000, $14,000 piece here. And I think if you like pop art, Rubenskaya is on the cutting edge. I know an LA dealer that didn't even get to see the pieces, was making offers to Rubenskaya's agent. You know, I'll tell you what, I'll write you a check right now for $75,000. Can you get me 11 of them? I mean, it was just bizarre. And to have a large, original Rubenskaya like this, unbelievable. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This is the test of this hour, Wilson. Because if the phones don't ring on this one, I'm in big trouble. I know I want to say $2,400, which is cheap. I know I'm thinking if it's really tough, which it's been, 2,000. I'm thinking maybe, because I had it up for more, if I lower it and take a loss and say I'm going to open it at 1,700, people would jump online. If I went all the way down to 1,500, you got Mickey and Minnie there. Isn't that cute? It used to be like Romeo and Juliet until she did them in. And look at that. At $1,300, it's a hard luck number. That's what Jake LaMotta said about the round he got knocked out on. But anyway, if you're watching and want a deal of the century, oh, this hurts. $900 to open, $100 increments on a $12,000 to $14,000 piece. Julian's Auction House in Hollywood just sold an original for $10,200. Then you got the buyer's premiums, you got everything. And this is a happy piece. Coming close on Mickey and Minnie. What do you think they're talking about, Wilson? No, Wilson, I don't think they're saying that. That's kind of mean, don't you think, Ashley? Yeah, Wilson said they're happy because Pluto's nowhere to be found. They love Pluto. Who else? Mickey, Minnie, and who else is in there? Who else is in the Mickey Mouse gang? Is that? I don't think so. Is it? Show him Michael Jackson. Yes, it is. My goodness. Take a second. Look up Rubenskaya. Some of the largest dealers in LA. They got to pay up front before they even see the image. All right, I'm going to move this aside. And then I'm going to show you this right here. This unique original is done on canvas. And, oh, look at that. Canvas board. And then Rubenskaya paints over it. Love, look at that. Original mixed media on paper. Mine's on canvas. $7,480. Look at that. Tell you what I'm going to do. That is pretty cool. When Muhammad Ali was alive, Wilson, he's a very nice guy. Would you walk up there and say something to him about having pink boxing gloves? No? I got his autograph. It says, Peace, Barry, to Barry, Muhammad Ali. Tell you what I'm going to do. Retail, 16,000, Matt. That's a original on canvas by Rubenskaya, one of the master graffiti painters of St. Petersburg, Russia, where I went there in 2012, no, 2010 or 14, I went there. Here's what I'm going to do. Ashley, I'm going to give a deal. It probably cost me more than this. And then not even thinking about framing and everything else. And I know one of the biggest dealers, if he was watching, he'd call up right now and go, Tilbury, that's mine. I want that. I'll tell you what. If you can find a Rubenskaya for this, call me. Because I'm going to lose some money on this. $800 to open, Ashley. I'm going to lose money. I'm going to lose money on the piece. Probably going to lose money on the shipping because it's a heavy piece. That is one of the most famous Rubenskaya images. Just like Banksy in St. Petersburg, Russia, when Rubenskaya, when she paints on a building wall, they take that part of the building down and frame it up. I mean, this is an artist that gets $50, $100, $200,000, and you're getting a unique, original Rubenskaya, and I'm willing to open it up for $800. Oh, wow. I showed you the comps, other people paying $7,480. All right. I am going to We've never had it that cheap. Ever. It has some Azoulays. Guillaume Azoulay is the youngest living artist. I gotta test something here. Just call me paranoid, Ashley. I gotta test this real fast. You know the reason I'm paranoid? The world's out to get me. It's the only reason I'd be paranoid. Everybody's out to get me. All right.
Your call is very important to us. Please, PrimeTime shopping.
Who is this?
This is Patty.
Patty?
Very.
You know, the delay is funny because you're about 15 feet away from me.
Yeah.
But the time you say it goes all the way up in space, comes back down to my phone. There's a little delay.
Yes, there is.
You see that? You hear that?
That's kind of good if it goes all the way up in space and comes back. That's
Yes. Isn't it like 72,000 miles into space? But anyway,
Thank you for calling, Barry.
no, I just wanted to make sure the phones were working.
Thank you.
Bye. So the phones are working, Ashley. All right, I'm out of trouble. I'm in. All right, let me move on. Ashley, do I have some kind of... no, I'm going to sell that in a minute. Chin, I got a Douglas Chin. What is that piece right over there, Ashley? Ashley? What is that piece right up against the wall there? Whether it has an item number, keep walking back. Yeah, is it heavy? In the Chen. By who? Robert Kelly. Yeah, put it up there. That's a good artist. Robert Kelly is camera 2. I have fallen to this first hour one more time. I am not. Hey, look at that certificate of authenticity. That's from Quality Art Auctions. I know that guy. What does it say, the medium? John Kelly.
Union Square, San Francisco, limited edition serigraph.
All right.
It's 1898.
Take a look at this. Union Square, San Francisco.
Done by John Kelly.
And do we have an item number? Hey, does this have an item number on it, Ash? All right. You ever ridden in a cable car, Wilson? You ever ridden in a cable car? When you were what?
There, San Francisco.
You rode in them.
Yep.
You ever hijack one? Why not?
Go anywhere.
You couldn't go anywhere? Yeah, I wouldn't know how to do it either. Juliet, could you do that? If I gave you your gun back, could you commandeer that streetcar and go at least 3 miles? Maybe. Patty. Pistol packing Patty. Have you ever ridden on a streetcar?
I have not.
Why not? Well, you need to commandeer one. Kelly is a very expensive artist, and let me check the number. This is pretty cool. Signed Kelly in white, AP 41 of 98. I would imagine Q art. I just want to make sure the frame's all right. I think it is. I think the plexi is okay, but I'm going to sell it as is. There might be I don't think this is a scratch on the plexi, because you go like that, and it kind of goes away, but I'll tell you what, as is, you're talking $4,800 unframed. Did you see how I said unframed? I enunciated the unframed. Retail and mine's framed. Start at 0. They have beaten on me. Wilson, who was that guy that said no mas, no mas? Roberto Duran. I can't even make it through the first hour, Juliet. They beat me silly. Without affiliates, no mas, no mas. Start at 0. No mas. Start at 0, $75 increments. It's ready to hang on the wall. Got a QR cert. I think, therefore I am, Wilson. Renee's, Descartes, but I'm not going to go there right now, Wilson. Now, I can't even get a $75 bid, Patty. I know I'm on the internet only, but I got a $5,000 John Kelly. I can't even get an open. I can't even get a... I got $75, thank you. And Ashley, once somebody gets this, shipping is going to be $3,400. No, it's not. I'm just joking with you. Hey, did they bring back some unburnt fries?
Yes.
All right. I'm at $75. This is a, Wilson, I don't know if you can see me here. This is a live show coming to you from Hollywood, California. And I'm at $75 on a $5,000, $4,800 John Kelly. Hand signed, hand numbered, custom framed. Everything you could, you guys, pan every inch of it, Wilson, because look at that. Are those two people travelers, or are they homeless like I should be? I'm just not sure. $75 going once. I got a $5,000 John Kelly. Look at that. And you know what it costs to park a car in Union Station there, Wilson? It looks a little bit... What kind of car is that? Is that a pet? Anybody? A what? A cord. A cord. Yeah. All right, where are we at? 150. Folks, this is a $5,000 John Kelly. Custom framed. $225. We're at $225. We're at $225. It's $5,000 piece. I'm at $225. $225 going once. $225. $225 going twice. Fair. And final warning. Sold, and congratulations. This first hour, Wilson, it hates me. It's like, you know, you drive past some people to get to this place that are on strike right now, Wilson. This, who is it? Screen Actors Guild? The writer. This hour could become a horror film, Ashley. Yes. But they got to say it like Marlon Brando in Apocalypse Now. The horror. The horror of Barry's Internet Only Hour. Horror. All right, what would you, do you have anything else like that back there? Take a look. Because what do I got there? Put that Honolulu.
Yeah.
All right, I got Honolulu. And who did this one?
Went from San Francisco to now Honolulu.
Is it John Kelly?
This is tell you right now. I'll give you the item number.
We went.
Honolulu is by Alexander Chen.
Alexander Chen, very famous artist. Yeah, look at that. That's a $3,800 piece. Oh, look at those skies. You ever been to Honolulu, Ashley?
No, but I've been to Hawaii.
Yeah. No, that's great. Wilson, you ever been to Honolulu?
Yeah, but I lived on Maui.
You lived on Maui, the rich island.
Well, not when I was here.
Okay. What about you, Patty?
Never.
You had to have been.
Well, one day.
You had to have been in Honolulu for Hawaii 5-0. Book 'em, Dano. That Patty had a pistol. We got to put her. Oh, anyway. Start at zero. $75 increments. Now, Alexander Chen is very famous artist. I have been to Hawaii. Look at those greens. He's playing with that sky. Look at that. And, oh, hey, I only got 1 minute and I get Dish. I get some affiliates. All right. Zero is winning out. It's a tug of war, Patty. You know, zero. It's like a horse race. And coming into the final stretch. And here comes Beetle Bomb. All right. Zero going once. All right, that's it. I got Dish starting. If I can't sell this for more than zero, I'm going to move on to something else. If you're just joining me on Dish Network, this is a beautiful Alexander Chen. It is framed. It's of Hawaii. It's signed. It's numbered. And I am at a whopping zero. And you gave him the item number, right?
Yes.
Oh, he's got the.
2650.
What is it?
2650.
2650. And I want to welcome Dish Network. My name is Barry Chappell. This is a Wednesday night Art and Coin show. But if the show stays this bad, I'm going to tell you my name is Gary Upchurch. That was my fake ID name. Gary Upchurch. It worked till somebody asked me, Mr. Upchurch, when did you graduate high school? That didn't help. All right, no open. Let's take this away. Ashley, this is down for the count. Oh, you're not. Are you verifying? We got the open? We got an open for $75. Thank you, Patty. Who was the open from? Silvio? Yeah. Thank you. $75. Going once. $75. Going twice. Fair. And final warning. All in. All said. That's a deal of a lifetime. Sold. Now everybody calls. All right, now. Okay, let me tell you what. You know what? Ashley, I'm going to live dangerously. I'm going to live on the edge. Wilson, on your camera, little boys and girls that someday want to be auctioning on TV, be careful with what I'm about to do. This could turn out very badly. I have a very valuable piece of art in my hand. It is a Rubenskaya, a St. Petersburg pop artist who's in her mid-40s now, or maybe a little older. She, in St. Petersburg, her commissions are growing. She is considered one of the most important Russian pop artists. And I had this up earlier, before I was on Dish. Yeah, it was the dead man's hour of just the internet. And it got a little bit, Ashley, you and Juliet need to stop doing that first hour. Did you see them? How many times did they say it to me? Dead man walking, dead man walking. That's what they said. Did you hear it, Wilson? Dead man walking. All right. Oh, this is a happy Mickey and Minnie. This is a $7,400 canvas original Rubenskaya. And I had this up. And what was the item number on Mickey and Minnie?
That was
2642. Now I had this up at such a don't put that open up because it was too cheap. Get a $12,000 to $14,000 work of art. One thing we might need to do, Ashley, is separate Mickey and Minnie. Because I tried to sell it with them together. I ain't getting open. So maybe, what do you think about it, Wilson? Sell Mickey by himself or give Minnie a Mickey? Shut up, Wilson. Don't go down that street. All right, here's what I'm going to do. This is a $12,000 piece. I just showed you Art Brokerage. That when you go to their site and you go on her, big ad pops up about how important she is. She is one of the most important pop artists in Russia and St. Petersburg. Don't abuse me too bad on this. Ashley, You got a $12,000 to $15,000 work. Start at zero. $250 increments. And I gotta say, Mickey and Minnie are cute. Also, when you were growing up as a kid, did your parents give you like cowboy boots and a cowboy hat? They give you any dolls? My parents gave me a doll. My mom gave me a doll, Wilson. Trying to remember the name of that doll. Oh yeah, Voodoo Doll. Yeah, that's what you gave me. Zero to open. You got a $15,000 Rubenskaya, who I have preached how important she is to Russian pop art, how Rubenskaya is one of the most expensive living artists in St. Petersburg for pop art. She's been doing it for 25 years. When she paints on the side of buildings, they actually take the bricks out of the building and frame it all. And I don't have an open. Came up with this idea. Oh, jab it to the big guy. All right. You know, it would take 3.5 bids just for me to break even. Then you got the airtime, the frame. It's gonna. Oh, this hurts. All right. No one is open, so let's play like the jerk. Let's take this down and run with it. Anybody? I was going to start this at zero, but we have 250. We're at 250. This is a $12,000, and Mickey and Minnie are happy. Can't believe this. I've done an awful job explaining an important pop artist. And pop art right now. $500 has been bid. The current bid is $500. I am looking for $750 on a piece that is worth so much more. Now, what is our policy? Because I can't sell this for $500. I will. We're an honest network, but is it possible to sell Mickey and Minnie separately? And like whoever buys Mickey, or sell it to two people and the guy that pays the most gets it 3 days, 4 days a week, and the other person gets it 3. Oh, this is going to leave a mark. $500 on a $15,000 original Rubenskaya. St. Petersburg Master, going once. Ay, 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 ay. $500. I couldn't even offer. I could offer, but one of the largest dealers I know in LA is stocking up on these, and they're paying so much more than anything we've even come close to. $500 going twice. This is bizarre. Fair and final warning. I have comms for 6,800, 7,400, 7,480, all in. I turned the mic off because I was eating some veggie fries. Everybody happy except me. Going once, going twice, fair and final warning, sold. Camera 2. Ashley, that didn't go good. Who got this? Whoever, yeah. The person that got this, what I would do is I would separate Mickey and Minnie. I'd put Minnie on the street. To have her earn some money. Then Mickey could be a lot like Wilson and earn money also. What else? I mean, if you
Auction off your money?
you think it's going to work? What?
Well, we have dish, so
Let's.
what do you want to do?
What do I want to do? I want to go home. I want to cry. This brings me back to my childhood. It wasn't an easy childhood. I told you many times what happened with my mom.
Yes.
I think my mom is.
Stop calling me.
No, my mom is watching tonight. She actually is.
Oh.
With her boyfriend.
Hi. Hi, Mom.
No,
Hi, boyfriend.
I think his name is Ed.
Oh, hi, Ed.
Ed, this is true. Don't let my mom deny it. When I was a little kid, I used to say to my mom, "Mom, can I go play at my friend's house?" She said, "Barry, you don't have any friends, and please don't call me Mom." That's what she did. That's a hard way to grow up. I got some gold coins too. But I'll tell you what.
Go to some Azoulay.
Put that Azoulay up there. This is Guillaume Azoulay. He is the youngest living artist to ever be accepted into the Bibliothèque Nationale, the permanent archival collection of the Louvre.
I think that's 2654.
If you go to the Ronald Reagan Presidential Museum in Simi Valley, you'll see a piece done by Guillaume Azoulay called Encounters, and Ronald Reagan loved that piece. Guillaume Azoulay is the king of the wine. That was etched into a copper plate. Look at that. What is the name of this piece? What? Trist. Ah. Have you ever heard about a tryst, Juliet? You've heard. Did Romeo bring it up? Oh, you don't even want to talk about Romeo anymore. Out of sight, out of mind, huh? All right. This is, let me put my glasses on. Here's what we're going to do. This is a Guillaume Azoulay. This is hand signed, hand numbered, It's a limited edition etching. Look at that. It's number 1. That is number 1 of the entire edition. Look at that. You know, the Baron Robert de Rothschild used to collect his art. The late James Gardner, Jerry Lewis, Francois Mitterrand. I mean, you got so many people that love his work. Look at that, Wilson. This man doesn't use a ruler. He has been an artist all of his life. He ran away from home. He was born in Casablanca, Morocco. And he immigrated to France. And from France, he immigrated to Los Angeles. Look at that. And this piece could have a higher retail. I didn't look it up because some of his pieces are 8,000, 9,000, and there's only 50 of these. I'll tell you what, guys, have fun. Start at $0, $100 increments. You got number 1 of a Guillaume Azoulay edition. That's amazing. Guillaume Azoulay has been on the cover of Print World Guide, the front or back cover, 5 times. Selma Smith, the one who founded Print World Guide, loved his artwork. Look at that. Okay. I am going to... James Gardner. The Rockford Files.
Garner.
What is it?
Garner.
What did I say?
Garner.
Garner. Okay. My bad.
Can we open for 100?
Sure.
Do we have the open for 100?
$100 has been bid. Folks, I'm going to go check my Print World Guide because this could have been on one of the back. I mean, this is big time Azoulay. Look at those horses. They're playing. Wilson, do you know anything about horses?
I do.
All right, which one of those horses is a male horse?
The one on the right.
The one on the right.
They have the open at 100.
200.
Verify. 300.
300. How do you know that horse on the right is the male horse?
It's a mating thing biting on the neck.
400.
400.
Verify.
This is $5,000, number 1 of the edition. That's an honor to get the number 1 of an edition from Guillaume Azoulay. 12 pieces are in the permanent archival collection of the Louvre. How much? We're at 4? 500, thank you. That is so cheap. Number 1. What's that song by Queen? We are the champions. I'm not, though. So I'm not even going to hum it. $500. You're getting a heck of a deal going once. $500. Going twice. Fair. Final warning. Sold. Here's one more Guillaume Azoulay. Oh, I like that other one on the wall. They're both cool, but look at this. This is an original drawing. Look at this. My bad, it's not. This is one of the etchings. Look at this. Guillaume has created movement in this piece. Number 13 of 30. La Archipelago, done in 2017. Where you see that embossing mark, it means it was an etching. He signs it Guillaume Azoulay, number 13 of only 30 done. I believe Print World Guide is 5,200. I shouldn't drink during the show, Wilson. No, I didn't drink. I don't drink. Yes, item number on this is called La Archipelago by Guillaume Azoulay. Take a look at this. Because of the space between the black and the white, La Archipelago.
Oh, I see.
2655. La what? You do, and you clean it up right now, Ashley. What did she say? La what? La R Chino. Wilson, using your almost identical memory of languages, what does that mean? Now, as much as I'm joking around, you're going to see all kinds of movement because Guillaume Azoulay, youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the permanent archival collection of Louvre, he is using the black and the white to create all kinds of movement. You stare at that piece and you see it move. That is what 50, 60 years of studying and doing art you're able to do. This is 5,200. Matt, in Print World Guide, it's 5,200. And this is only 30 of these done. Folks, start at $0, $200 increments. And then after this, I'm going to move on. I got some coins, got all kinds of stuff. I'm going to end this insanity. Stop the insanity, Wilson. I don't have any bids on this, so I'm going to take it down. I'm going to give it 10 seconds. If I don't get any opens, let's just forget about this one. Because I got all kinds of other stuff. And folks, on the coins I have, a lot of gold coins, it's starting to move again. Closed at 1780. I'm sorry, 1980. It is been moving. You had $25 the other day an ounce. It's getting there. You can feel it. All right, I'm going to take this piece down for the count. Ugh. Here's what I am going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. I have a short film on a guy I call the Rascal. His name is Michael Schofield. I got to spend half a day with him on yesterday, Tuesday. And we have the open. All right. Folks, the movement that this piece, the Guillaume, you're talking about the youngest living artist to ever be accepted in the Bibliothèque Nationale, the archival collection of the Louvre. You're talking about a man that is sold to kings and queens, presidents, and I am at $200 on a $5,200 piece. I mean, this is a 5,000. Look at the movement. We have 400. Folks, look at that. It's black and white, but it's moving. I am at 400 looking for 6. $400 going once. $400 going twice. Oh, and folks, I think next Wednesday night, if things work out, I'm going to have some original Oleg Javetins. I got all kinds of good stuff coming up. This hurts at 400. You guys are killing me. Is everybody happy at 400? I'm not happy, Billy. Patty, Juliet, your customers happy? No, no, no. I can't be a ventriloquist. What's that? Oh, milking. All right, okay, stop, Chappell. All in, all said, done, gone. That was tough. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Take a look at this gold table over here. I have seen more talk in the last 2 weeks about, I gotcha. There you go. What are you doing? All right, Wilson, this could be your problem if any of those coins fall down. It took me forever to stack all the pesos next to each other. Now you got to move it a little bit. There you go. Now you're talking. All right.
Got it?
Yes. Camera 2.
Which one are you looking at? Oh, there you go. Better?
Yeah, that's fantastic. Camera 2. In the last week, I have heard more talk about a competitive currency to the dollar. You got the Brexit nations, you got Brazil, Russia, India, big on not paying in dollars, but getting a new currency that's backed by precious metals, backed by gold, backed by platinum. Platinum is a rare one, and I have some of that here. And they're talking about it, and I think within 12 years, 15 years, 10, there will be a currency to compete against the dollar that is backed by precious metals, gold, silver, platinum. I got some really cool gold and silver and platinum here. Now, hang on. You know, gold trades 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Ashley, what is your current price on gold? Can you get that?
Yep.
Go to Kitco. Because
Gold is
in US dollars,
1985.
$1,985. Yeah, it was 78 when I left my house. Now look at this, folks. Almost 2,000 an ounce. I have coins as small as 1/10 of an ounce. I got a 2 peso, which is far smaller than that. I have $20 St. Gaudens graded gem brilliant uncirculated MS65. MS60 means you can prove it has never been in circulation. I've owned some MS60 coins that are ugly, but they came in a bag. They were never in circulation. Just the rim of one coin hit the face of another. To get MS63 when you're talking about 1927, look at this. Wilson, this is what a gem brilliant uncirculated looks like. Stunning. I wish I had more. I got one coin left. BC 2636. And I was driving over here today and I said, you know, since I priced these, gold has gone up about $48 an ounce. And the bid on some of the type of coins I have gone up more than $48 an ounce. But I'm not going to change the price. I just want everybody to start getting some gold. To give you an idea, here is a 1927 MS65 Plus. Mine's an MS65, but mine is graded by PCGS. And I like both services, but I think on St. Gaudens, PCGS is a little harder, a little tougher. So there you go. Here's one of my competitors. They sell a 1908 Novaro and 6.4 for $3,495. A 1927 and 6.5 by PCGS is a far tougher and better coin to get. Here's what I'm going to do. Ashley, I only have these 3. I've been trying all week. People keep goosing the bid. In other words, they want more and more. I have 2 1924s in MS65 and one 1927 in MS65. do. On any of my 3 MS65 St. Gaudens, 1927, but those 1924s, they are gem. They are cherry. I'll tell you what I'm going to do on any of these 3 coins. Oh, and this hurts because the price has gone up and up and up. $3,295, Ashley. That's below replacement cost me more. Take a look at bid ask on those. Any of those 3 St. Gaudens. And Wilson, I don't want to move up here. I'm going to move my 2 peso and my 1/10 of an ounce coin over. And I'm going to put all 3 of them on the same line. If you can buy an MS65 brilliant uncirculated, gem brilliant uncirculated, $20 St. Gaudens, $3,295. I think people in the next year are going to find out how high gold's going. It ain't stopping. It's going way up. Look at that. I can feel it right now. Ashley, someone is getting ready to call you. Okay, Wilson, on your camera. Ashley, this is hard to do. What I'm getting on Wilson's camera. This is draining of all my energy. I mean, this is all right. I got to telepathically find the right customer. Now, Patty, I'm not only looking for someone 1927, but I'm going to work somebody to deal with to get 1924 gem in MS65, handpicked by me, and that 1927, which should have been an MS65 plus star or something. It's so good. But I'm going to find someone to buy 1 or both. All right, this takes out a lot of... Juliet, you don't believe me. You don't believe me. All right, are you ready for this, Wilson? Because I almost couldn't drive home. All right, now hang on. And don't stand too close to your TVs, folks. This is going to be a powerful message coming through here. All right, whew. I just delivered the message. Someone's picking up the phone right now, Ashley, or texting you. You can buy 1, both, or all 3. I got a special price. You want to buy a 27 and a 24. I already lowered it down to $32.95. This could be the smartest purchase you made. And there's a lot of people that can't afford a 6.5 Saint. I brought 1/10 of an ounce gold coins. I bought Swiss gold 20 francs, which is about 1/5 of an ounce of gold. I brought the smallest gold coins at 2 pesos. Yeah, Ashley, I can see one's texting you already about it. Oh, don't try that at home. Tell you what I'm going to do. No takers. Registering a couple people from that. That was a combination of Krasnyansky, Wilson, and a Vulcan mind melt. Where are my gold buyers? All right. While you're thinking about those, Wilson, show some of the other coins there. You know what the 20 franc gold Swiss coin looks like? Or look at that platinum. There are two platinum. Those are Canadian. Platinum maples, 9999, 49 fine. You know, everybody's talking about clean energy. You need platinum for a catalytic converter. I have only two. I had 7 last week. I got 2 right now. What's the number on the platinum? It's a platinum maple, Canadian platinum maple, 1 ounce. Any of you see it?
I'll text you if I still need it, but I'm going to look it up right now.
Ashley, what's the item number on the Canadian platinum maple?
Platinum
And platinum went up. Oh, it's been going up. 49's fine. No, it is a platinum 448.
have a Prevy mark?
Yes, it does.
Is this 2019?
Does it say Canadian platinum?
Yes, sir.
It's 2019.
What's this maple leaf?
It's a maple leaf. What's the item number? Look at that. Stunning. With the special privy mark. $1,175. That's 1 ounce platinum. With the special privy mark. And on the Swiss francs, 20 franc coin, there's 0.1867, approximately 1/5 of an ounce. Come on over, pick which ones you want. And who's our big coin buyers? Because I'm going to make somebody a deal on a 1924 and a 1927. You see that lady on the coin, Wilson? Do you know who that is? Come in close on the woman on the coin. Do you know who that is?
Well, it says Elizabeth.
It's my mother. All right, it's the late Queen Elizabeth. All right, I'll tell you what, Ashley, camera 2, if you want a deal, I have 2 pesos, 5 pesos, 10 pesos. I have platinum coins. I have a lot of smaller denomination gold, which when the price goes where I think it is, you're going to be living large when you have 1/10 of an ounce gold coin or a 1/5 of an ounce gold coins. I mean, the premiums start expanding. I got great prices. So call me about any of the gold coins, and Ashley, I can make a deal if somebody wants 2 1924s and 1 1927. I haven't been able to find the price to replace them that I'm comfortable with. And every time I start to place the order, 2 days ago, it went up $25 an ounce. So give us a call. Look at that shot, Wilson. I look dead. You notice it? How come you didn't tell me, Wilson? Which one are they interested in?
Oh, okay. What's the name of the thing behind it?
I'm going to bring, this is a Michael Schofield. And Ashley, what is the title of this Michael Schofield?
Bright Amber Dreams.
Bright Amber Dreams. And I'm going to be showing that in a couple minutes.
Well, she's right here. You want me to give it to you? Hold on, just Ashley. Yeah, of course.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move away from this gold. I am going to show you an 8-minute film. It's on one of the greatest artists in the country. He is 76 years old now.
What do you want for the 10th ounce gold coin?
10th ounce. What's the item number? It's going to be a Canadian maple leaf 10th ounce. Right. I'm walking over there. Hang on, Patty. Find the item number. The price should be right there. It's a Canadian. The platinum? Yeah.
I'm asking for the 10th ounce gold.
Hang on. Both of you hang on. I'm walking over here right now. Ounce are Canadian maples, and they're beautiful because they got like polar bears and bears on the back of them. Like, look right here. It's the queen on the front, Wilson, and a bear getting ready to eat somebody. Look at that bear. You know, if you're ever in Canada being chased by a bear, you know what's important? You don't have to be the fastest. You just got to be faster than one guy. So that guy gets eaten. I'll tell you what.
What do you guys want to?
What do they say? What do they say? Yeah, I only have a few of those 10th of an ounce.
I knew that.
All right. While you guys are calling about the gold, here's what we're going to do. I want to show you a short film about my friend Michael Schofield. He's 76 years old. He is one of the most important artists I've ever met. He used to be an official PGA golf artist, but he has been a leading landscape artist for 60 years. I mean, take a look at this film on Michael Schofield.
I'm Michael Schofield. I'm an impressionist landscape artist. Landscapes are probably what I enjoy doing the most. And I think one of the reasons I enjoy doing what I do because I enjoy being in nature. Landscapes to me speaks to who and what I am. I enjoy the outside. I love looking at different parts of the country. Every different part of the country is unique in its area. Landscapes are what I enjoy painting more than anything else. When I'm looking at a landscape, the first thing I do is to see the depth of the piece and how I'm going to create the depth. How am I going to create the foreground and the middle ground and the background? And what it is that I'm going to have to do in order to jump over the hurdles it's going to take in order to get that particular scene on canvas. Do I frame it right to left? Do I move these trees here? Do I bring a brook through the center of the piece? Do I bring it from left to right? You know, what's intriguing about this particular scene? Taking out all of the small details that don't make any sense and just getting the essence of the piece. That's what I do. That's what I envision when I first see the landscape. I think an artist's job is to interpret what the creator has laid out for us. We're just basically taking snapshots of that, putting in our own interpretation of it, our own feelings, our own emotion, and then presenting that to the viewers or to the public. That's art to me. So it really is just it's a statement of what we are and who we are, and it's translated through, in my case, landscapes. The idea of becoming an artist didn't really hit until high school. And it was one of those rainy days when the music instructor was filling in for the English teacher that couldn't make it to school. So he whipped out his watercolor palette and paints and a piece of watercolor paper and did a demonstration right in the class. That was his way of filling in for the teacher. And well, I watched him do that, and I still remember what he painted. He painted an old railroad ties and some water in between the ties, and a couple of trees above it and reflecting in the waters. And I thought, wow, that's what I want to do. Your life changes quickly, and the direction changes quickly. And then I think a lot of it is just following the path. We don't choose our career, it chooses us. I think that's very true. I think as long as you keep moving, that career will catch up to you, or you'll find the right spot to walk into, or the right position to be in at the right time. The doors open, you walk through them, see what's on the other side. I did a couple of one-man shows down in Florida. I think probably one of the more interesting one was what I did in Cleveland, a real wet, cold, snowy night. I really didn't think that I would have anybody show up for the show because it was so cold and miserable. We ended up having 1,100 people show up for the event. We sold almost everything in the entire show, and the party didn't stop until about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And those were fun. We had a lot of people show up in those days, all throughout Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia. I did that for probably 10 years. There was a lot of shows. The most posters I think I had in one particular catalog was about 25. Back in the 90s, I think there was a few catalog companies that had 10 or 15, but I think Editions Limited had up to about 25 pieces. Interestingly enough, some of the pieces are still in catalogs dating back into the early 90s. And then you start to realize that, you know, all the millions of posters you're selling happen to find their way in front of the public. And I think that's when you start to realize that you're actually fairly famous in this game. Well, I spent 10 years in Nashville, in that area. And I think a lot of the subject matter that I paint today comes out of that era and out of that area. Tennessee and Kentucky and Alabama, Mississippi, and even upstate New York. I love that area up there. You know, big pines, the big beech trees, the big birches. I think a lot of that that I do today is reminiscent of those areas and of that subject matter. I paint in California quite a bit too, like today. Those areas I think are what I enjoy painting the most. One of the more difficult things is painting on location. A lot of people say, well, you got everything right in front of you. Well, you have too much in front of you. The artist has to take all of the elements, eliminate the things you don't need in the painting, and just paint the things that you do need. And you have to deal with the light changing. It changes rapidly. You're painting the shadows on one tree and all of a sudden they're not there anymore. So you have to take a mental snapshot of the area that you're looking at and then paint that, because it's going to change 5 minutes from now. I think my paintings, they tell hope, and they tell adventure and mystery and romance, and I've been fortunate, really fortunate, to paint something that people really enjoy and feel and get inspired from and fall in love with. And I like the growing aspect of becoming a better and better artist. I don't think you ever arrive as an artist. I think you're always arriving. You're eventually going to get there. I think eventually I'll get to a point where I feel comfortable with the work. I don't think I'll ever be satisfied completely with it.
This candy might be now. What?
I like the idea that somebody can see one of my paintings and see a part of nature that they've been in, a place that they're familiar with, a scene that they know from childhood or some time in a vacation, something like that. That's when I feel like what I do actually rings home. That's important to me. They can actually relate to the landscape. So communication between the painter and the viewer is what's important.
Hi folks, Barry Chappell back with you. I have 6 original oil on canvas Michael Schofields, and I want to show them to you. These are, some are 20 years old, some he painted last year, and I want to show them to you because this one is one of the most outstanding Michael Schofields I've ever seen. Signed on the front, signed on the back. What is the name of this one, Ashley? I know, it's Bright Amber Dreams. What year? This is like 2023 or 2022?
2022.
Look at that. That's as good as it will ever get. He's making the paint dance there. I mean, this is unbelievable. He has sold paintings for $250,000. He Hub's Historical here, 2007. Look at that, $48,500, Wilson. Or I'll come over here, be easier. I have a grand total of 6. Hub's Historical. Take a look at that. Most of Michael's new paintings. He keeps telling Barry, I'm 76. He's been selling. He's been working. He acquired some original Frank Sinatra paintings, and he's been selling those. But look at that. This is stunning. And how big is this painting?
It's 23 by 31 and a half.
All right. This, I only have 6. Ashley, if you can move that one. I have BC 2666. I might have to put this upside down and make it 99922, but no, there you go. This is an early one. He painted this in 2005. This is part of a gallery deal that we bought out, BC 2666, Orange Grove Creek. Look at that. Michael used to teach art. Oh, look at that. He can make the colors just dance. Retail $22,000. He's going to get mad if he's watching me. He's going to go, Barry, it's 25 at least. But I'm just going to say 22. List. And I hope you're out there because I got deals you won't believe. You want to see something so absolutely stunning? They all are, but this one right here is Snow White Dream, BC 2664, is it?
664, yeah.
Okay. Well, I am going to gently take that one down, put this one up here. This was signed in 06, and oh, look at that. You know how hard that is to paint scenes based in white or Arctic white, titanium white, and mix in the peach. Look at that. The pinks, the lavenders. That is a very difficult painting to paint. He made it perfect. Coming up next, BC 2667. And folks, I got deals for you tonight. I thank you for watching me on this Wednesday night. Look at that. That is a depth of color and artistic ability that most artists can only dream of having. Look at that. Coming up next is a painting in 2005. It's BC 2665, Between the Breaks. Oh, look at that. That is magic. And folks, you've watched the show. You guys are going to get a deal of a lifetime. Look at this, Between the Breaks. Look at that. That's a seascape that is just beyond beauty. Retail $25,000, 22 to 25. Here, and Michael Schofield was a best-selling poster artist, best-selling golf artist. I mean, I got one more to show you. (2004) BC 2668, Brightness of Peace. Look at that. Is that unbelievable? That's a perfect Michael Schofield. Paints the backside of the trees purple or white. You know, a lot of artists steal over the years some of his techniques. Oh, look at that, Wilson. The power could go off, and I got a light just in this painting. Now I have 6 original oil on canvas by Michael Schofield. Which ones are you guys interested in? Because I'm going to make some very special deals here. Ashley, do you have anybody on any of these? Can you tell Patty? I gotcha. Here's what I'm going to do. Camera 2, if you've been watching me over the last 32 years, I'm in my 33rd year. Michael, I call him the rascal because he is one of the most famous artists. His landscapes set records. He's 76. A very, most of these I got from a gallery buyout. But, I mean, the ones I have are absolutely stunning. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I have 6 Michael Schofield originals, and he sells them for $25,000, $30,000, $35,000. And I mean, the guy is unbelievable because he's one of the most talented artists there is. That's why I showed you that docudrama on him. I have 6. Tell me which one you are the most interested in, because I have special prices tonight, and I can almost, oh, that is stunning, but my sense tells me so many people have already called in on this. Look at this one right here. Call me up, because I am going to start auctioning Michael Schofield's. I only have 6. I see that glare. How's that, Wilson? Uh-huh. I see what I need to do. How's that? Well, you could say perfect. Is it?
It's not perfect, but it's good.
Okay. Item number BC 2669. Here's what I'm going to do. Supposed to be auctioned off between 35 and 4500 because it retails for 22, 25,000. But here's what I'm going to do. Get ready, folks. That's an amazing original Michael Schofield oil on canvas. $2,000 to open. $100 increments once we get the open. I have seen people, other companies selling posters, not original artwork, just posters that are run on a poster press that they get Michael to sign a long time ago. They're worth, maybe a $50 poster and a $100 signing fee, a couple $100. Say they want $2,000 and $3,000. That is an oil on canvas. That is one of the prettiest Schofields I have ever come across. Where's Susan? Is Susan out there? Because she needs this. Now, Wilson, if I have 6 of them, and if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, and one on the easel, if Matt freezes the one on the easel, you can move across the 5 in the back, right? Or is that too far away?
I can see 3 of them.
What?
I can see 3 of them.
1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Well, if you move across them, all right, I'm going to show you all of the 6 Schofields. Take a look at this.
Can you move your chair, though, Barry?
Move the chair? What chair? Just have it fun. Folks, these are original Michael Schofields. Look at that. Look how vivid the colors are. Mr. W, if you're out there, give me a call. Mr. C. Are you talking about the one on the easel? Susan, this one on the easel is unbelievable. And we're talking about this one, right? Susan, this is stunning. This is unbelievable. This should have been $3,500, $4,000 to open. I am going to visit her. Not only visit, I'm going to move into her garage. I can cut her yard. I can take the trash out. Yes. I'm coming. I'll tell you what, Susan, I'm lowering this all the way down to $2,000 to open. That is a special painting. Done, sold, thank you. That is gone. But here's the most important question, Ashley. How does she feel about my dog, Ginger?
How do you feel about his dog, Ginger?
She's
How
a,
do you feel about Ginger, his dog?
my sweet hound dog.
His sweet hound dog. She loves hound dogs.
All right. I'm on my way.
Okay, he's on his way. How about that one? Shadows.
This one? All right. Take a look at this. This is Shadow Creek, BC 2667. Oh, look at that. At 2,000 to open. It's unbelievable. Yes, Ashley. Why, oh, am I not in Ohio? That's where I need to be. Folks, they are flying. They are moving out of here. This is a softer Schofield. This was painted in 2000 and what year do you get on this? Is this Ashley? Can you read what year did he paint that? 2003. This is part of that gallery buyout, folks. That is a very, very, very tough Schofield to paint. Look at those colors. Look at the reflections in a creek that is not flowing. That becomes very difficult too when you're painting. Look at that. At 2,000 to open on a $25,000 Michael Schofield, I hope you're out there. So, folks, this is one of the brightest Michael Schofields I have ever come across. He worked for Hub's, he hang up showrooms, which was an auction company. He also painted the background for Stephen J. Canal Productions. They would do the Rockford Files and Emergency and all those shows in the late 70s, early 80s. This was done in 2004. This is one of the brightest Schofields I've ever seen on this planet. I mean, it's like there's a light behind it. Look how bright that is, Patty. Yeah. Now look at that. Now if you come a little closer to the painting, do you hear it talking to you? You know what it's saying, Patty? Phone home, Elliot. That's an E.T. painting. Look at that, folks. And if somebody, I'll tell you, I think gold is getting ready to take off this week, next week and a half for sure. But here, let me make a deal that you just can't say no to. All right. There's my loop. Oh, look at that Schofield. Full hands. Yeah. All right. Ashley. Oh, that's a PQ 1927. Here's a beautiful full luster 1924 on both of these. Gold's right next to 2,000 an ounce. Take a look at these two coins right here, Wilson. That's a 1924 and 1927. Graded gem, brilliant uncirculated. I see one of my competitors, they charge too much, Ashley. It's not right. I mean, we have probably better cost structure. And I want to give people a deal where they feel good, where they go, damn, Barry put me in this at the bottom before the move, and he gave me a price none of the other people on TV could even think about. That's what I do. That's the secret to being on TV and finishing 32 years. I'm in my 33rd year. A lot of these people you see come and go, they ain't going to be there. They ain't going to be here in 5 years. I'd be amazed if they're here in 3, but that's just me knowing different personalities. Ashley, I want somebody to make me a deal. I want to sell both these. Well, now there's one coin left. No, that here. This is BC 2636, and this is 2635. And I'm thinking about going to the movie tomorrow. How's that Barbie deal go? How's? Come on, Barbie. Let's go party. All right. Call me up. I'm going to work someone a deal. I'm going to come as folks. And if you go out and try and buy MS65 Gem Brilliant, these are the cream of the crop. I looked through dozens upon dozens. Those are the nicest two for each date. Here's what I'm going to do. I got a price, Ashley, for both of them. Yeah, please give me a call. You know, this is as good as it's going to get. And you know, a lot of coin shops, nowadays they can email you pictures. Here's what I'm going to do. For both. Ashley, I got a very special price if they want both. They get a 1924 stunning coin that should be regraded, and a 1927 is off the charts. I got a price if they want both. I can feel it. Someone's going to call you right now. What? What happened? Oh. All right. Here's the price. See you later. All right, Ashley. Camera 2, I got whatever camera you want me on. I back up the truck on gold. It's getting ready to roll. It really is. It hasn't even done the baby steps. Ashley, if they want two saints, both one in 1924, one in 1927. Can you see that from there? That is too cheap. I highly recommend it. Okay, that's for both. If you can swing it, you're getting 2 ounces of gold. Having ounces of gold is important, but there are different types of gold. That was money in 1924 and 1927. I got a price for both. Give me a call. And it might just be me, but I think within a year, you're gonna be amazed at where gold's going. I don't even think it's going to take a year. I think with the way things are shaking out in the economy, I think the downside is in, the upside's getting ready to begin. Call. I got 1 ounce coins, I got 1/10 of an ounce, 1/2 ounce, I got platinum, I got whatever you want. I have some amazing Michael Schofields. Just want to show you some here because let me just call for very special price on both. I'm going to beat everybody's price. Folks, what's going to do everybody in, if you don't own enough precious metals, what's going to do this country in and get the dollar not to be the world reserve currency is our national debt. Go up one higher than that, Wilson. That's a $100 bill. You put $100 bills together and you go down one, Wilson, you get a $10,000 brick. As impressive as 10,000 is, this man on the very top one, that little pile by his foot is $1 million. That pallet below it is $100 million. This is $1 billion. This is what $1 trillion looks like. We owe 37 trillion. That's an average height man standing next to newly printed $100 bills. Every single time in history, people have gone crazy with their currency like that. You find that people go to gold, silver, they find a new currency. They find gold. They find new wealth. They get out of that currency that has polluted itself. I was looking up the tulip bubble today. 1637. A tulip started out being about a guilder. By the time 1637 came along, it was 5,000 guilder to get a tulip. That was a mania. It ended badly. Please get yourself some gold. I have a very special price on both of those. I have a very special price on Michael Schofield's. Give me a call. It's hot in here. You guys don't have any air conditioning anymore? They cut you off. Call Barry. Call Barry for Schofield's, for gold. Give me a call. I'm going to... Folks, you might not believe it now. Do your own due diligence, but I think you are going to be absolutely amazed what's going to happen to the price of gold in 2 years, in a year. It's rested. It's getting ready to explode again. And when Russia, China, India, Brazil say, we've had enough of this dollar. Let's move to a new currency that's backed by gold and other assets. You're going to want to own gold. Call me. Wilson, show them the Schofields. Call me. Actually, I'm really easy right now. I am. Look at me. Get my high heels on. I'm under a street lamp. Wilson, I want to make a deal. Call me. Let me know. Let's work him a deal, or her. Passing you back to Ashley. What is this? Is this you? I get a couple calls. Let's make some. For both? I will tell you, Ashley, And I'll tell you, boy, it is not easy walking in these high heel shoes, Ashley. For both. Yeah, folks, and I have cherry coins. I mean, these are. Let's see what we can do. You know, I watch a lot of other channels here and there. Been doing this. I'm in my 33rd year. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree in economics. I wrote my thesis to get my master's degree on the oil business and how to. Yes. For both? Done. That was cheap though, Ashley. Hey, thank him, but that was a heck of a deal. Those 2 coins are gone. All right. You know, I got my master's from University of Nevada, Reno. And Wilson, they are more. Reno has one of the best mining schools, and they also have resource economics, with water problems and agribusiness. But man, they made me rewrite my thesis. I had a thesis and a point that once oil prices crashed in 1986, when they went from $37 a barrel down all the way to $7.11 a barrel, believe it or not, it was actually better and cheaper to be. You were making more money at $7.11 than you were at 30, because the cost of production, cost of leases, cost of equipment fell far greater than that of oil. And it seemed absurd, but I proved it mathematically, and Texas Oil Commission reports. Gold is getting ready to zoom. It's getting ready to go to the moon, Alice. Silver, gold, platinum, palladium is getting ready. People want real stuff. Dollars you can print. It's a fiat currency. That gold had to be mined. And those gold coins I just sold from 1924 and 1927 have remained brilliant uncirculated. Yes. Now I'm going to sell one more Michael Schofield right now. All right, I am going to use all the knowledge at my command. Ooh. A lot has to do with taste, but I'll tell you what. This was done in 2006. This to me is called Snow White Dream, BC 2664. That is one of the most difficult paintings for Michael to paint. There really is no white. I mean, when you look and you see that white, that is Arctic white, titanium white, the blues are all kinds of different. So you look at this. This is one of the most amazing Michael Schofields. I bought a gallery out to get this. The gallery had this painting up for $28,000. A gallery did. And I am going to offer this at $2,000 to open. I have only one MS65 St. Gaudens left, right there. Also have a lot of Jake LaMotta signed checks, but I have 8 of them. The Jake LaMotta, he is such. He died in 2014. That is one of the greatest Schofields I've ever seen right there. There is very little room for mistakes. So I want to thank you on that. I have one $20 St. Gaudens left. And if you want to go from a winter scene, I have a seascape over here, and I have this one right here. BC 2667, Shadow Creek, done in 2004. That's a monster Schofield. Hub's Historical. He is also in the Billion, starts with a B, $1 billion Arm and Hammer collection. One of the richest art collections in the world. There's an original, there's several original Michael Schofields in the Arm and Hammer collection. He's in the Smithsonian collection. He's in the Library of Congress collection. Look at that. Here's what I want to do. Diaz peso. That's a Swiss franc. 20 francs, 0.1867, pure ounce of gold. Oh, Wilson, right over here is a French rooster. Those are great gold coins. You got a Mexican, got the French rooster, you got the Swiss 20 franc. And I have 2 ounces of platinum up on top. I hope you're watching me. This is it right now for this. Folks, Wilson, I can show people ads where these are $200, $300, $400. That is the Jake LaMotta, the Raging Bull, right there. That is Jake LaMotta's signature. This check, Jake LaMotta, from Jake LaMotta Inc. In Miami, he wrote this check in 1956, October 8th, 1956. Jake LaMotta's signature. Here, Jake LaMotta, all the hallmarks. Jake LaMotta, Sky Bright Ink. Look at that. 1957, all the cancellation marks. 1, 2, here's another one. Jake LaMotta's autograph. Sign the check. 3, 4. I got 5. Ooh, look at that. Jake LaMotta Inc. March 5th, 1956. Wrote a check for $90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just got to be safe. I have 9, but I think I might have sold 1. You want a Jake LaMotta check? Signed by Jake LaMotta. I have comps here for 3, 4. Here's one for $252. But watch this. Ashley, on my remaining Jake LaMotta authentic signed check, I bought this from the Jake LaMotta estate. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. $39. What's the number? 26.23. I got 9 checks. $39 each. Nobody on the planet could come close to that. I got comps for $200 and $300. Though I can fight, I'd much rather recite. So give this bull a stage where he can rage. That's entertainment. That's how he handled his shows. All right. I can't believe this. Authentic Jake LaMotta signed checks from the 1950s for $39 each. And I want to thank you. I have some Oleg Javetins next week. Got some amazing gold coins that should be showing up at my door. I don't know about my door. My mailbox. Patty, that's one huge jug you're drinking out of.
And I drink 2 a day.
You drink 2 a day? What's in that?
I put frozen pineapple.
Frozen pineapple.
Very fine.
Frozen pineapple. That's probably a great idea.
It's like you're adding your water naturally instead of adding the sugars. It's just frozen.
I'm sorry,
fruit.
2
Was
fries?
it concentrate or actual?
No, actual frozen fruit. And you just throw it in there with water. And it tastes like pineapple.
Okay, I'm taking 2 of those.
2 checks gone. Thank you. Who is calling? I'm going to put 2. Oh, here's a nice one. Here, because they called. Here, I'm even going to give them, I'm going to give them a pink one and a green one, and I'm going to put these on Ashley's desk. Thank you. Those are gone. Thank you. Nobody on, look at this Schofield. I'm down to 8 minutes. I am down to one MS65 St. Gaudens right here. I got
How good it was? Pray for you? Oh, pay for you. He said, hey, Barry. Mr. C just said, hey, Barry.
hi.
He said hi.
Hi, thank you.
Okay. Okay, good night.
All right. Folks, I have 8 minutes left. I have some original Michael Schofields ranging in years from '04 and whatever. Let me go to whichever camera. I got 7 minutes left. I want to thank you. Got some amazing deals. I just got these Schofields. I am down to one, only one, MS65 $20 St. Gaudens. They're called a $20 St. Gaudens because they're designed by Augustus St. Gaudens. Unfortunately, the coin came out in 1907. He died in August of 1907, so he knew it was being made. He had seen stuff, but he died before it was in general circulation. They're amazing. I believe they're the prettiest gold coins ever made anywhere on the planet. I have one left, a 1924 and MS65. I have some 1/10 ounce gold. I got some 1/5 of an ounce Swiss francs. Call me. And I can feel it, Ashley. Somebody wants one of these last Schofields I have. And I'll be back next week. Got 5 minutes left. People have been driving crazy, Wilson. Have you noticed that? Do you drive? Are you one of them? Okay. What was that one movie? They made it in the 1980s. Had Rowdy Rhodes in it. They Live. You don't know the wrestler? Rowdy Rhodes, where aliens had invaded us. And he had these special glasses. He could see which ones were people and which ones. Gotta watch it. Which one are they interested in? I hear the phone. That is Patty. 4 minutes. Well, I'm looking at your atomic clock right in front of your camera. It says 4 minutes. Which one are they interested in?
What's your, what's your cheapest coin?
Talking about the bills, right? The checks?
Cheapest coin, the gold coin. What's your cheapest gold coin?
Oh,
On the $20 or what do you want for the $20?
this right here. The $20 St. Gaudens. Let me put that right there. Hang on for 1 second. I have 2 peso gold coin. Ashley, it's in there cheap. And Patty, it's a 1924. It's an MS65. Then I have a 2 peso. And Patty, I have smaller gold coins. This one right here. Look at that. That's Gem Brilliant, Mint State 6.5. I'll tell you what I can do. On these in the last 5 days, you can't get them. Thank him anyway. All right. Uh-oh, I'm down to 2 minutes, Wilson. Oh. It's Ashley. We can hear you. I read something today, Wilson.
Do you have another one of these maple? The 110?
Yes. I was reading about how Fatty Arbuckle and some of the early comedians, they didn't end well. They had a hard life, and sometimes their partners did them in. Oh, my goodness. Well, folks, I have 2 minutes left. Yes, I have some more 1/10 of an ounce gold coins. I have even smaller than that. I have 2 peso gold coins. I got French roosters. I got Mexican 5 peso gold coins. Here is a 1/10 of an ounce gold coin right there. And I just keep calling. The operators know the number, the item numbers. And I want to thank you. And, I got a big show next week. I got a big show. I'm getting fat. I'm looking at myself in the monitor, Wilson. Matt, is that monitor correct, or does the monitor add 30 pounds? 1 minute. Hey, I'd love to keep talking. Thank everybody that got we sold a few more of the Jake LaMotta signed checks. Thank you. I'm going to be back next week. Keep buying the platinum. Platinum's going to explode. I mean, it is too cheap, too long. And I personally believe platinum within 3-4 years should be resting around 3,100 to 3,400 an ounce. It's harder than heck to find platinum and refine it. But anyway, that's just me. Folks, hey, we love you here. We ship fast. And a couple people are, no, you don't. Yeah, we do. We're making huge changes. We're getting out the door fast. And Buford, don't kick that dog. Buford, I'm going to have to put your address up. Don't make me do it, Buford. Hey, we love you. I'll see you next week. Thank you.